Hey guys, this is Heather from HealthyEatingStartsHere.com. Okay, today I'm doing something a little bit experimental. I'm still in Bermuda and I wanted to experiment with some plantains because they grow those here. Now, for those of you who don't know, plantains they kind of look like bananas, but these are bananas. They're kind of curvy. And then plantains are much bigger. They start green and then they turn yellow and then they turn black. And here's the deal, plantains are not as sweet as bananas, and I have not tried cooking plantains myself before, but I've had a lot of plantain chips. And that's what I was thinking of doing with them, doing some baked plantain chips. But what I read is that you have to do that when the plantain is still green. And when I bought them, they were already yellow. And so what they said is that at that point, you either have to cook them in a sweet way or wait until they turn totally black. And then you can bake them, and then they kind of taste like banana. You can actually take a little taste of the plantain when it's black. Now, unfortunately, because it's so humid here, the plantains did go a little bit moldy on the skin, but what I read said that that's okay as long as it's just out on the peel. So I just cut off the end of these where the really super moldy bits were, and then I'm gonna try baking them with some spices and some maple syrup. So I've got some of my favorite spices here: cinnamon, allspice, ginger, cardamom, and nutmeg. And then I'm also going to put on a little drizzle of maple syrup. And then I'm gonna put them in the toaster oven and bake them and see how they taste. So there they are, topped with all of the yummy spices and maple syrup. And I'm just going to pop them into the toaster oven. The friend that I'm staying with here in Bermuda was my housemate in university, and our other housemate was from Jamaica, and she used to make plantains where she would cook them in a frying pan with some butter, she could substitute coconut oil, some sugar, some vanilla, and some rum, and make herself a really delicious dessert. I can't remember, I think I tried a bite, but I don't remember what it tastes like other than probably yummy. But I would be really interested if anyone has any other kind of plantain recipes, because it was kind of limited when I was looking online for stuff to do with them. It was basically either baked or fried in a sweet way or made into chips with, like, you know, barbecue seasoning or jerk seasoning or some kind of savory plantain chip. So let me know, and I'm gonna sit here and wait for my plantains to bake and give them a try. Okay, so I call these a success. I think they're really, really tasty, especially the spices on top. Love the ginger. So, yeah, anyone who has any ideas for other stuff to make with plantains, let me know, and I'll see you guys again soon.